Today on Play to Win, a lot of people asking, is it time for Dan Quinn to go? What's going to happen at quarterback at Georgia? And was LSU just a one-hit wonder last year? We've got all those answers and more coming up on the fastest 30 minutes in television, football's Play to Win.
Today's show is being brought to you by your Georgia Drive Chevy dealers, Chevrolet, Find New Road, Reliable Heating and Air, and the Atlanta Health Clinic. Welcome to football's Play to Win with Falcons All-Pro defensive end Chuck Smith, Falcons All-Pro offensive tackle Bob Whitfield, Play to Win expert Jeffrey the Edge Schechter, college and SEC football expert Chris Marler, Falcons All-Pro wide receiver Terrence Mathis, and your host, Nikki Williams. Today's hometown team report is being brought to you by Montlick & Associates. Our attorneys know what it takes to win.
Good morning, Atlanta. Welcome back to another week of football's Play to Win, and just another week of football, and we'll just say football. Speaking of it, we've got our experts here, Bob Whitfield, Chuck Smith. The rest of the crew joins us here in just a little bit. Chuck, you're joining us from a special place right now, right?
Yeah, guys, I'm up here in Canton, Ohio, working at the Hall of Fame Village. We are doing the NFLPA Alumni Academy. What it is, we're getting players ready, NFL free agents, so they can plug and play. So with so many injuries right now in the NFL, we're preparing the guys right now. So when guys on the NFL rosters get injured or get sick, we got guys here that are ready to go play. So it's a really great initiative with the NFL Hall of Fame and the NFLPA.
And Bob, are you joining us from Paris?
Hey, parlez-vous français?
Listen,
Yeah.
parlez-vous français, tell us what you think about Dan Quinn. Is it time for him to go or what?
Free Dan Quinn. Free Dan Quinn. Free Dan Quinn from having to answer to media hypes or media hacks that want his job, want him fired. Arthur already fired a Super Bowl coach when he fired the other Dan Reeves. So what you got to do is understand Dan Quinn need to change the tone of the brotherhood, make it more hood-like, and make some people accountable. And it's not just all the players. You have an offensive coordinator that went rogue. He just wants to throw the ball all the time. Third quarter, 3 and outs. If you're going to be a dominant Super Bowl team, if you're going to win a division, in those times like that, critical times, you got to run the ball with Gurley. Establish that you can beat people up too. Dan Quinn, free yourself from having to be a soft head coach. Be that dude. Let people know in that locker room, in those meeting rooms, upstairs, downstairs, how you want it, how you need it. Take that.
Wow, Samuel
Chuck,
Jackson.
is Dan Quinn soft?
Let me just answer that question because Samuel Jackson with the hat backwards went a little long on that one. But look, number one, everything says Dan Quinn is going to be replaced. And I'm talking about strictly the record. And right now, when you look at the last 3 years, what the Falcons have done, the challenge they've had, I'm never one here to call for a man's job. Never, ever. But the bottom line, this is the high-performance business, and it's about winning and losing. The Falcons aren't winning big enough. And when you see teams around you and these young quarterbacks and all these other things that are happening good in these different places, I think it puts Arthur Blank in a tough situation. And the answer is I don't have to call for his job. The wins and losses speak for themselves, and that's what will answer whether he keeps his job or not.
Well, guys, we're just getting warmed up. We've got a lot to get to today. Stay tuned. When we come back, we're going to switch gears, talk about LSU, and ask the question, is it time to hit that panic button in Baton Rouge? It's all coming up next on Play to Win.
On or off the field, we all have rules to play by. But what happens after a serious car crash? When the insurance company won't play fair? At Montlick & Associates, we know injury law, and we know what it takes to win. After all, we've been winning in our field for over 35 years. If you've been injured, we're here to help. Simply dial #WIN from your cell phone for your free consultation. That's #946.
Yum. Chili, chili, chili. Chili dog yum. Hormel chili. Pour on.
It's bow time.
Out of gas on game day? Drop a big bow box on it. Get enough chicken, biscuits, fixins, and tea to feed a family of 4 with a Team Big Bow box for $19.99.
It's bow time.
It's Chevy Truck Month. It's Deck Building Month. It's Toy Hauling Month. It's Explore New Ground Month. It's the month to get things done. Make it your own and make every month Chevy Truck Month.
Get $4,500 cash allowance on all 2020 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Plus, now during Truck Month, get a $1,000 accessory allowance towards the purchase of eligible accessories. Georgia drives Chevy. Find new roads.
Yum. Chili. Chili, chili. Chili dog yum. Hormel chili. Pour on.
Today's SEC and ACC report is being brought to you by your Southeastern Nissan dealer.
Welcome back to our SEC ACC report brought to you by Greater Atlanta Nissan. The great Chris Marler joins us now. Welcome back, Chris. I've got to ask you, is it time for LSU to panic? Were they a one-hit wonder?
So I don't want to say it's time to panic. It's early in the season. They've got 3 of their next 4 games are against teams that, didn't have a winning record the year before. But I will say this, okay? From all the LSU fans I heard all last year and all offseason, if you were of the delusional mindset, like a lot of LSU fans were, they were just going to pick up where they left off and they were going to reload, not rebuild after losing a Heisman Trophy winner, both coordinators, 14 players in the NFL draft. To quote DJ Khaled, congratulations, you played yourself, because this is not the same team as it was in 2019, and that was very evident this past weekend against Mississippi State. I don't think it's time to panic, but I tell you what, the biggest concern for me is the fact that last year that offensive line won the Joe Moore Award for the best offensive line in the country. They gave up 7 sacks to a not great defense in Mississippi State. There's a lot of work that has to take place for them to get better this season.
So not time to panic, but time to just face the music and live in reality, in other words. Yeah, I know that nobody up here likes to talk about Bama more than you, and now I'm going to let you talk about it. Bama, A&M. I know you were a little disenchanted with Bama, though, at least a little last week.
Very disappointed in that second half. I mean, you play 60 minutes. I don't have to say it. I'm sure Saban said it to him. But yeah, I know that you guys give me a hard time because I grew up an Alabama fan. So I try to come here with nothing but facts. Not being a homer, but nothing but facts. This game this weekend against A&M, before the season started, I think a lot of people had this circle on their calendar as maybe a game that could decide the SEC West. A&M beat Vandy by 5 points last week in a football game. So I'm not even going to use that as the argument against why they're not going to beat Bama this weekend. But if you're looking at this game and trying to figure out a way for how A&M can win, there are a lot of ways, okay? I think the one thing that would have to happen is for Kellen Mond to do something he's never done, and that's beat a ranked team on the road. And in 4 games in his career against ranked opponents, they're 0-4. They've lost those games by an average of 22 points, and his numbers are horrible. It has 3 total touchdowns and 6 interceptions in his entire career. So I don't see that happening this weekend.
Whoa. Jimbo Fisher, head coach, Texas A&M, he freed himself and definitely said to Kellen Mond after that Vandy performance, the quarterback has to play better. Call him out. That's what you got to do. Put him on Front Street. If Kellen Mond's going to beat Bama, he's got to take that Texas A&M team on his shoulders and show us why he is a Division I starter.
I think Alabama's got a pedestrian quarterback at Mac Jones, Chris. I think you're a little you're kind of hyping up a little more, worried about the other team. Your quarterback is suspect. Let's see if he can win a championship because he didn't do much to impress me last year.
We're talking Bulldogs next, and we're going to answer all the questions that everybody has, and there's a lot of them, guys. Stick with us. We'll be right back on Play to Win.
We work late so you can sleep easier. Our dedication is what makes us reliable. Heating, cooling, hot water, plumbing, and electrical. Our results make us always reliable.
Your first 6 months are free with Reliable.
Has chronic knee pain, arthritis, or osteoarthritis of the knee robbed you of your mobility? Would you like your pain-free life back again? Then call now. You may qualify for a new non-surgical, drug-free treatment for knee pain. Even if you've tried other treatments with little or no relief, you may still be a candidate for our Advanced Arthritis Relief Protocol. This emerging treatment is covered by most insurance, including Medicare. Suffer no longer. Call right now and get your mobility back.
We've owned a few different houses through the years. Your company was absolutely the best. They were so professional. Everything they didn't get a mark on a wall or anything else. It was clean, it was friendly, and it was fun. And most of the time, moving is not fun. I'm going to give a great recommendation to Atlanta Peach Movers. It's always on time and it's always professional. There is no tree in Atlanta Peach Movers.
To schedule your move, call Atlanta Peach Movers today.
We get uncomfortable to restore your comfort. Our commitment is what makes us reliable. Heating, cooling, hot water, plumbing, and electrical. Our results make us always reliable.
Only $19.99 a month for a new water heater.
Today's University of Georgia Report is being brought to you by Beaver Toyota. We're here to wow you.
Welcome back. It's time for our dog report, brought to you by Beaver Toyota. What the heck is going to go on at quarterback at Georgia after what we just saw? Chuck, I'll start with you.
Well, I think the first thing you got to do is, no matter what quarterback you got, this Georgia team has got to be able to run the ball and bludgeoning teams like they did in the past. Because to me, we don't know, all three of the quarterbacks are wild cards. We don't know who's got what. But one thing Georgia's always been able to fall back on is running the ball. So what that tells me, though, they couldn't run the ball. The offensive line, they didn't look to me stout when it comes to striking blocks and knocking people off the line of scrimmage. So no matter who the quarterback is, Georgia's got to do what they do best right now until they figure it out, and that's run the ball. So it's interesting to see what's going to happen, though.
Yeah, it's definitely like a little potluck situation over there. And I like the dinner being served by Stetson Bennett, walk-on kid that's really just trying to make a name for himself at Georgia. And he did coming in off the bench from Kirby Smart experiment at quarterback, trying to get a more athletic kid to play quarterback. So let's go for the underdog. Stetson is the Rudy of UGA. Let's give him a shot in the first half and see what he can muster for that UGA offense.
Is their defense good enough to carry the Dogs while they try to work out the kinks in their offense, Chris?
Yeah, so I've been saying this all offseason, and I tell you what, like, I don't care who you put back there at quarterback. It could be a 5-star. It could be everyone's favorite DUI lawyer, Stetson Bennett IV. That name is incredible to me. This defense is absolutely dominant, and I've been saying it all offseason that Georgia will contend and play for a national championship this season, and it will have nothing to do with the offense. And like we've seen what's happened in the past with Kirby handling QB situations, it hasn't always worked out great for Georgia. That being said, this defense, when you look what they did against Arkansas, and you date back to last season, beginning of last year, there's been 14 of the 15 teams they've played have failed to score more than 21 points. The only team to do it was LSU, which had one of the most prolific offenses ever. This defense will carry them the entire season. They may slip up maybe once the regular season, but they can contend without a quarterback.
All right, let's take a look now at our college football showdown.
Today's Showdown of the Week is being brought to you by AT&T. More for your thing, that's our thing.
And no surprise to anyone, number 7, Auburn at number 4, UGA, the talk of the town. I want to get your predictions. Chuck, I'll start with you.
Oh, I mean, I think Georgia comes out and they handle their business. I think, look, but here's my thing. This Georgia team, again, I know what Chris is saying about the defense, but if you put up 21 points on Georgia, to me, I don't know if this offense with one of these quarterbacks is going to have the juice to make up that 21. So I still don't know what's going to happen yet with this Georgia team, but I will tell you this. I think the Dogs handle their business, though, but they still got some question marks to fill.
Well, it sounded like he said that reluctantly. I know that.
So I'll say going into this weekend, I think a lot of people are worried about this game from a Georgia standpoint because Auburn's coming off a 16-point win against a ranked team. But when you really look at those numbers, Auburn was very fortunate in a lot of ways last week. I mean, they were held to the second fewest first downs out of any team in the SEC. They were outgained by 60 yards. They ran the ball for under 100 yards, which never happens in a Gus Malzahn offense. And they also were fortunate enough to force 3 turnovers. I don't think any of those mistakes that Kentucky made last week, Georgia makes this week. And I don't know if Stetson Bennett IV leads in the victory, if it's JT Daniels, but Georgia has dominated Gus Malzahn ever since Kirby got there. They're 4-1 against Auburn, and 3 of those 5 games, Auburn has failed to score more than 10 points. So I think Georgia, just like Chuck says, they handle their business. I think they win by double digits.
All right, guys, when we come back, the big question, can the Falcons season be salvaged? We'll dig in next. Stay with us on Play to Win.
Today's show is being brought to you by Montlick & Associates. Our attorneys know what it takes to win. AT&T, more for your thing, that's our thing. And Beaver Toyota, we're here to wow you.
Hey Atlanta, have you heard? Beaver Toyota Cummings only 20 minutes away from you. We're 20 minutes from Dawsonville, 20 minutes from Johns Creek, 20 minutes from Alpharetta, 20 minutes from Milton and Buford. If you make the 20-minute drive, we guarantee to wow you. Plus, when you buy from Beaver Toyota, every vehicle comes with our exclusive Beaver benefits. Lifetime oil changes, an exclusive warranty, and free car washes. Beaver Toyota Cumming, 20 minutes from anywhere. Don't make me come get you.
It's bow time.
Some folks say, don't call it a comeback. But when the sizzling, savory pork chop griller's back in all its tender glory, and you can snap up 2 of them for just $5, go ahead. Call it a comeback.
It's bow time.
It's Chevy Truck Month. It's Deck Building Month. It's Toy Hauling Month. It's Explore New Ground Month. It's the month to get things done. Make it your own and make every month Chevy Truck Month.
Get $4,500 cash allowance on all 2020 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Plus, now during Truck Month, get a $1,000 accessory allowance towards the purchase of eligible accessories. Georgia drives Chevy. Find new roads.
Happy Hour just got hoppier at IHOP with a $6 menu featuring pancakes, burgers, and more yum-yums. So while you can't buy happiness, you can buy hoppiness. iHoppy Hour, every day from 2 to 10 p.m.
Today's Atlanta Falcons report is being brought to you by your Georgia Drive Chevy dealers. Chevrolet, find new roads.
Welcome back. Let's have a Falcons report, shall we? Brought to you by Georgia Drive Chevy. Welcome back to the show, Terrence Mathis, Atlanta Falcons legend. No better person to ask than you right now. Can this season be salvaged?
First of all, why you mad, Bob? Why you mad, son? You just mad. You just mad.
You're messing me up.
Back to your question, Nikki. Yes, they can salvage the season. This is how it has to go. Let's get to 500. Let's be 4-4 at week 8, and then start with a 8-game season and see where we end up there. You know, I think that's the short-term fix of it, but I don't know. You know, I think they tried everything they could they tried hard to win that football game. They just couldn't make plays, and they didn't have the players on the field to make plays. And as Bob said earlier, you got to establish the running game when you're up 15, 16 points in a game.
What you start seeing is a little bit of distrust. You know, Calvin Ridley, who's turning out to be the star for that squad, you know, you see it on the sideline with him and Dan Quinn. And one of the other things you notice that in those games, the owner's still walking out early in the fourth quarter, and Arthur Blank is still kind of like a jinx for that team. So let that team figure it out on the field. Don't have that pressure of that owner out there watching, seeing, and surveying what's supposed to happen. And Dan Quinn can take charge of that offense, even though he's a defensive guy, and run the ball with Gurley.
You know what, Bob, I appreciate you and Terrence what you're saying, but the bottom line is the offense is doing all they can do. This is about defense. I'm a player who played defense. I said I've had over 100-plus Falcon starts for that team that's down, listen, from the Atlanta Falcons. You got to stop somebody. The offense has done a fantastic job, guys. What else? I mean, really, I don't care about running the clock out. The defense is paid to make stops. And I remember in these situations, I'm telling you, I felt straight terrible. I hated coming to the locker room and looking at you in the eyes, T-Mac, you and Bob, and we done blew a lead. So the bottom line is this Falcons offense, you can nitpick all you want. You can talk about running the ball. You can talk about Matt Ryan's interception in the end. The offense is played good enough for the Falcons to be 3-0. The defense is absolutely, as Jeffrey Schechter would say, a disaster.
A disaster. Real quick, Terrence, what are you looking for? Falcons and Packers.
Well, this is the thing. I'm tired of hearing these players go, we love our coach, we going to play for our coach whatsoever. If I'm Dan Quinn, I'm saying, damn it, well, play hard for me. You know, if you want to play for me, play hard for me. You know, Chuck said it earlier. You know, you guys, and Bob said it also about being soft and being lovable and brotherhood and all that stuff. That's good moniker, but at the end of the day, y'all got to hit some people in the mouth, and Dan Quinn gonna have to
hit him.
Request it.
Gonna have to hit him in the mouth, guys. We're gonna keep hitting everything in the mouth when we come right back. We're gonna talk about the NFL, whose stock is rising, whose is falling. We'll have it all next on Play to Win.
It's Chevy Truck Month. It's Deck Building Month. It's Toy Hauling Month. It's Explore New Ground Month. It's the month to get things done. Make it your own and make every month Chevy Truck Month.
Get $4,500 cash allowance on all 2020 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Plus, now during Truck Month, get a $1,000 accessory allowance towards the purchase of eligible accessories. Georgia drives Chevy. Find new roads.
This is it.
Get the new bucket, get it, get the new bucket, get it. This is it, they got that new bucket on the block. Golden crispy Southern Kitchen fried chicken. Get the new bucket. Making flavored marinated fried chicken. Get the new bucket. Delicious size with our Southern Kitchen fixing. Get the new bucket. This is it, Southern Kitchen fried chicken.
This is its new bucket on the block. Order online at thisisitbbq.com for pickup or delivery.
Insurance companies can't be all that bad. Can they?
What if I told you that after a serious injury, the insurance company could give you the runaround and treat you and your family like just another number?
Is that true?
Yes, insurance companies may say they're on your side, but after a serious injury, their goal is to pay you as little as possible. Having a Montlick attorney on your side can make all the difference. If you've been injured, simply dial #WIN from your cell phone. That's #946.
Today's NFL Report is being brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air, servicing Atlanta's heating and air conditioning needs for over 40 years.
Welcome to our NFL Report, brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Terrence, whose stock are you high on right now? We got a lot of rising and falling stock around the NFL.
Josh Allen is the hottest name in the NFL right now. Right now, he's completing 71% of his passes, over 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns to 1 interception, and he has his team at 3-0, going into Chuck's favorite team, the Las Vegas Raiders. So that's my guy that's on the rise right now.
Chuck, who are you feeling good about?
I'm going to tell you, I'm feeling really, really, really good about the New England Patriots. I like the way Cam, he's fitting in nicely. He's just managing the offense. But to me, it's the New England defense that's going to carry them. They're young, they're aggressive, they're getting better. But the New England Patriots, to me, they're trending up right now. But they got a big game against Kansas City. So it's going to be interesting to see how they contain Patrick Mahomes this weekend.
Well, speaking of another, Pepe says, you know what I'm saying, you come up on the scene, you have to know, you got to take a key veteran, Big Ben up in Pittsburgh, key veteran guy who knows his limitations. He stands in the pocket, still statuesque. He will deliver the ball to Juju Smith-Schuster, and he will hand that ball off, and that offensive line is quite impressive. They will block for you, and they will get out in front of that run. They run that old school running game with that G guard pull, and he gets up on that linebacker. Woo-wee! Connor's coming downhill. He's a big back to stop, and he helps Big Ben win. 3-0 Pittsburgh. Look at them be 4-0 if they get to play.
I can't tell if Bob is Pepe Le Pew or if he's about to perform surgery on somebody. I mean, it's a Luke. He's slinging that Luke. Terrence, what game are you most intrigued about this week?
Chuck brought it up. New England and Kansas City. We know that Belichick is going to put together a defensive scheme to try to stop Patrick Mahomes and that 4x100 relay team that he have at wide receivers. And if Cam just manages the game, don't turn the ball over, they're going to score enough points to win that football game. So that's the most intriguing game to me this weekend.
All right, guys, when we come back, we're going to put a bow on the show with Jeffrey the Ed Schechter's picks. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on Play to Win.
At Reliable Heating and Air, every day we roll out before the sun rises. We carry a lot in our trucks and use cutting-edge technology and work late so you can sleep easier. We get uncomfortable to restore your comfort and keep you warm all winter long. Heating, cooling, hot water, plumbing, and electrical. Our results make us always reliable.
Your first 6 months are free when you get a new heating and cooling system with Reliable.
We can make that happen, definitely.
This looks great.
We'll bring it and have
Getting through the morning meeting in one piece
things.
feels good. Then realizing it's payday. That definitely feels good. All while keeping the kids busy and the clients happy. You're unstoppable. With a Wells Fargo checking account, you can bank without missing a beat.
We interrupt your erectile dysfunction with an important message. If erectile dysfunction or Peyronie's disease has you down, the doctors at Atlanta Health Clinic can help. No pills, no surgery, no needles, no pain. We have the newest revolutionary U.S. patented medical process and device from Europe, utilizing advanced acoustic wave technology, proven effective regardless of your age or medical condition. Visit AtlantaHealthClinic.com or call for your consultation with our doctors today and avoid interruption.
Today's college and NFL predictions is being brought to you by the Atlanta Health Clinic, named Industry Best 2020 for treating ED and Peyronie's disease.
And welcome back. It's time now for our NFL and college football predictions, brought to you by the Atlanta Health Clinic. Welcome back to the show, Jeffrey the Ed Schechter. Take us through our picks for the week.
In college, the best game of the day is Auburn, Georgia. Auburn beat a tough Kentucky team last week going away. Georgia struggled with Arkansas, who's nothing. I like Auburn with 6.5 points. I said it last week, and there's no echo. I'm going to say it again this week. Duke stinks. Give the 11 with Virginia Tech. And Texas A&M struggled with Vanderbilt, so maybe Alabama will struggle with Texas A&M. Take the 17 points with the Aggies. In the pros, I still think Detroit's going to have a decent season. I think New Orleans' defense is suspect. Stafford's going to have a big day at home. Take the 4 with Detroit. To me, this number is very cheap. Dallas 5. I think it should be higher than that. I think it'll score a lot. It's just a matter of what Cleveland's going to score. And Buffalo, I picked them to go to the Super Bowl. I still do. But I like Vegas. Nobody goes on to see it. I like Vegas at home. Take the 3.
Right on track for your Super Bowl pick, and you killed it with that BYU pick last week. So congratulations, Jeffrey. More to come next week, guys. Stay with us. Next Saturday, 9 a.m., Fox 5, Play to Win. We'll see you then.
Today's show has been brought to you by This Is It Barbecue, Atlanta Peach Movers, and your Atlanta Nissan dealers.